I'm Sal. Thanks for checking out the video. I'm just finishing up my 12-hour drive from Florida up to North Carolina, towing my car. This is my 2002 Toyota Tundra. It's got the V8 and four-wheel drive, and my car is a 1992 Nissan 240SX hatchback. So, bottom line up front, because I feel like this video is going to be kind of all over the place. The car and trailer combo weighs around 5,000 pounds, and the truck's been doing really well. It's been really impressing me. I've been cruising between 65 and 75 for basically the whole trip, and the truck doesn't skip a beat. I have overdrive off because in these 2002 Tundras, the overdrive planetary gears are a little weaker and they're known to fail if you're towing. So I have it off. The engine's running at around 3,000 RPM, but I'm monitoring what I can see here, and everything looks good. As far as fuel economy, on the highway I've been getting 13 miles per gallon, which is much better than I was expecting. But around town I was getting a little less than 12, close to 12. So yeah, but overall the truck has enough power to drive on the highway with 5,000 pounds. Not like a hazard to traffic or anything like that. But yeah, now we'll hop into the video, going back to yesterday with a little bit more final prep before picking up the trailer.
Okay, so I was having some intermittent issues with my 4-pin trailer wiring connector, and I just kind of pretend like it wasn't going to be an issue. Well, the next day it became an issue because it wasn't working at all. The people at U-Haul told me that the relay box was probably going bad, so they set me up with a new wiring kit for like 20 bucks, and it only took around 30 minutes to install. Everything worked perfect now, and I could go pick up the trailer.
Okay guys, just got the car loaded up. I didn't think to record it. I always do that. I just get started doing something and then completely forget to record it. So just took it for a little bit of a test drive, and you can feel the weight, definitely. You can see the truck squatted pretty good. I think it looks worse than it is. I wish I didn't have the leveling kit. You can actually see the little silver piece for the leveling kit, because I think it would be a little bit better. But so the car and trailer combo weighs about 5,000 pounds. I don't really know the weight distribution. I just pulled the car up, almost all the way. I think ideally the car would maybe be back a tiny bit further, but I don't know. The guy at U-Haul said just pull it all the way forward. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, it's driving day, so it's around 10:30. I'm gonna get started here. Truck's all packed up. Been test driving it with the car for last night and then a little bit this morning, and I'm feeling a little bit better about it. It's just I don't know, it's a little stressful knowing I have such a big trip ahead of us. But yeah, let's hit the road. Okay, so we're about an hour into the trip, and I think it's going pretty well. I wish I had my camera rolling for the start of it, because it was so thunderstormy. It was pretty legitimately scary driving. There's just water all over the road. I thought I was going to hydroplane. But now it's obviously the weather's cleared up a bit, and it's driving pretty well. Holding 55 miles an hour right now, and the truck, once you get it up to speed, it actually does pretty well. Getting to speed, it struggles a little bit. But once you're here, the trailer just kind of keeps pushing you, and yeah, it's not bad at all. Yep, I got my snacks, I got my coffee, got my water, and yeah, just kind of cruising. I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, cool. We're chugging along here. Let's see, it's been 70 miles since we got gas. I was pleasantly surprised that with the half city, half highway drive-in, for those first 60 miles, we got 12.2 miles per gallon. So, not too bad. I've been on I-65 for about an hour now, and the truck's doing really well. Much better than I was expecting. I'm keeping up pretty well with highway speeds. Obviously I'm staying in the right lane, but I'm not a hazard, I don't feel like. I'm staying with traffic. I'm not significantly slower than everyone else. Also, I feel like I have halfway decent passing power. I've had to pass a couple people, and I have no problem getting around them. It's not like I'm struggling, and I'm also not giving it, all the gas that it's got. So overall, I think it's doing better than I was expecting. So yeah, it's funny. Every time, this is my first time towing, and every time I look in my rearview mirror, I'm like, oh my god, why is this guy right on my butt? And then I realize it's my own car on the trailer. But my first thought is always like, oh my god, this dude is like riding my tail. And overall though, I feel like the truck's doing well. I wish I had one of those OBD2 readers to display on my phone the trans temp and just other parameters. But we're working with what we got here. It's in my job, we kind of preach having a good scan to see everything clearly and quickly. And so my scan here is kind of oil pressure, coolant temperature, quick look at the speedo, and then coming over and making sure that the automatic transmission oil temp light isn't on, because if that comes on, we're pulling over immediately. I looked it up in the owner's manual, and it just says like, it's getting to a dangerous hot temperature, so just pull over, let it cool off, and you should be good to go. But yeah, other than that, I'm just kind of chilling, got my music on, keeping the windows down a little bit, trying not to use AC. But yeah, I'll check back in with you guys shortly. Okay, cool, just did my second fill up. I'm just stopping every 2 hours, just trying to give the truck a break, give myself a break, but you can see it's holding strong right at 70. I mean, the engine's screaming, it's doing 3,000 RPM, but oil pressure looks good, coolant temp looks fine. You can see I got the overdrive off. I've had that off the whole trip, so that's why the RPMs are so high for 70 miles an hour. Some of you have mentioned in the comments, and I've read online as well, that the overdrive gears are just very weak in these 2000 and 2002 Tundras, so it's highly advised to just take it off when you're towing. For everyday use, it's fine, but when you're towing with all the extra load on the transmission, it's smart to turn off overdrive. So I've had it off. It's funny because I was watching a different video, and someone called it mechanical sympathy, and that perfectly describes how I feel about driving my cars hard. I just feel bad for them. So it's hard to see the truck being run at 3,000 RPM for like 6 hours today, but it's just funny. I know it can take it, but it hurts to hear it screaming. But you put the windows down, turn some music on, and you can't hear it, and you just know it's doing its thing. So I just think that's kind of funny. I also forgot to mention, like I said, we just filled up. You can see we've been driving 19 miles, and on the last fill up we got 13 miles per gallon. We had driven 130 miles, and it took exactly 10 gallons. It was kind of crazy. So yeah, I was really happy with that. I'd say it was about 85% highway driving, and then I hit some traffic, so maybe 10 or 15% stop and go traffic. But yeah, I thought we were going to get 10, so I'm happy with 13. Okay guys, done with day one. I am exhausted. The hotel's over there, but there's no room in the parking lot for the trailer. So I'm parking over here at Denny's. But the truck did well. It was a long day. I got to go to Formula Drift Atlanta, which was incredible. Bucket list item for me. I don't know, that was so much fun. But it's midnight now. I'm about halfway through the trip. And I'm excited to go to bed, so I'll see you guys in the morning. for about 2.5 hours now. I got about 3 hours to go, but truck's doing good. I've been trying to not have music going so I can hear for any abnormal sounds, and I feel like there's a little bit of a whine or a whistle kind of. Honestly, it kind of sounds like a turbocharger, which would be sick, but this truck doesn't have a turbo, so when I hear it, it's not cool. But I don't know, it's kind of intermittent, and I don't really know what it could be. Other than that, truck's running great. Like I said yesterday, keeping up well with highway speeds, passing people, and yeah, it's funny. I think it likes being at 60, 70 miles an hour a lot more than being at like 20, because I swear 10 to 20 is like painfully slow. But I feel like 60 to 70, the truck's sitting right at like 3,000 RPM, and it just kind of pulls. It's kind of nice. Also, last night I was exhausted, so I didn't really do it justice, but I am so pumped that I got to go to Formula Drift Atlanta. If you don't know what Formula Drift is, it's like top tier drifting. The cars are freaking 1,000 horsepower. It's the best cars, best drivers, and it's so impressive. I've been following it for like 10 years or so on YouTube, but nothing beats just being there and seeing it in person, because the cars are just insane. Three things I found that videos can't capture is the elevation, because this was at Road Atlanta, and it is so hilly. I never would have guessed how hilly that is. But I've driven on it in Forza, I've watched it on YouTube, but nothing captures how hilly it really is in real life. Also the speeds. They look fast in video, but 100 miles an hour in video versus 100 miles an hour in person is wild. These cars are flying. They're just like little rocket ships, and they're sideways doing it, which is it always blows my mind. And then the third thing is just the sound. These cars, like I said, 1,000 horsepower, and it's music to my ears. But yeah, awesome time, great people, and yeah, I'm just so happy it worked out. It was completely by chance.
3, 2, 1, good initiation for them.
Okay, well that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a fun time making it. This truck just keeps getting better and better. I think it did great on this trip. Obviously, it's 20 years old. It's not gonna tow as well as a brand new F-150 or new Tundra or anything like that. Their towing capacity is like 12,000 pounds. It's crazy. But for what it is, it did great. It did what I needed. It got the car from Florida up to North Carolina with no hiccups, nothing at all. So yeah, I don't know, I couldn't ask for any more. Yeah, the car's up here. This is where it's gonna be staying for the next couple months before I find, or until I guess I find a more permanent place for me to be living in Virginia with a garage. But yeah, it'll be staying here. I'll give you a little tour of the garage in another video. But yeah, I'm heading back down to Florida in a few days, and then back up to Virginia in 2 weeks. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on how all that goes. But thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.